Here, Kirk. Hey, I'm on live. What's up? I'm live. What's up? Okay. Sorry, pros. Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA, Crystal W Online, Pro Beauty Wholesale, and also $1 Million Biz Academy. So, today I am actually finishing my nails that I. Let me go live on Instagram too. Hey everybody, Crystal here, CEO and founder of Elite Hair Care USA. So, this video, like I was saying on my YouTube, for those of you that are not over there, I am actually in my home office today and I'm beautifying myself as I always do. But I said, you know what? Let me go live on my Elite Hair Care Instagram and really see what's going on over there, see how everybody's doing. I'm traditionally live on my private page, or not private, but my personal page. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna dual stream today, jump on and see how everybody is doing. And at the same time, I have picked up this hobby where I love to do my own nails. So I did my left hand already because I'm right-handed. And I said I would do it on live for you guys to see exactly what it entails. And I'm actually trying something different with my right hand, even though it's going to be a journey because I am right-handed, not left-handed. So as you can tell, my right hand is jazzy and cute. I haven't actually filed it since designing it because I was in such a rush. But I said I was going to show you guys how I do it. So I know nobody's really been on my Elite Hair Care channel. I haven't gone live on this channel and so on my Elite Hair Care page in so long. It seems unorthodox to me right now. So for those of you that don't know, I am over on my YouTube channel. YouTube is my place. YouTube is my thing. And today is actually launch day of our YouTube Like a Boss Academy, which is our train at your own pace, how to build $1 million YouTube channel. So I'm actually teaching you guys how to build $1 million YouTube channel, which I've done more than once. I'm happy to say that. But at the same time, Elite Hair Care, which is the platform that you guys are on right now, was built this way. Elite Hair Care was built through YouTube. It was built through, me just being myself, me being me right now, me doing me like how I'm doing right now, and really just, teaching and giving information that people would never be able to get from anywhere for free, like what I've been giving away. And I've, been told, oh, Crystal, you're giving away too much. But me personally, I love what I do. I love teaching and I love retail. I love my brand. I love everything about it. I love beauty, period. So me picking up the hobby of doing my own nails is actually what sparked me to say that I'm going to use this on my other channel. So I have two channels. I have Crystal Williams Online, and then I have my Elite Hair Care channel. Elite Hair Care, I built that off the ground. I built that from the ground up. Crystal Williams Online was also built from the ground up, but both channels are monetized. So the good thing about how I utilize my YouTube is that I built a successful brand, which is Elite Hair Care USA, through YouTube, through Instagram. And then I did it again and I built another successful brand, which is Crystal Williams Online, where all of my body care stuff is, all of my Elite Eats items are, my business building items, which is how I gave life to everything that you guys see, from my glow collection, Elite Eats, which is the moon spice that I have with my father. Like, I've done all of these things through the power of YouTube, and I decided that now is the time for me to share this gift with everybody else and, stop kind of like, I'm not going to call it gatekeeping because I'm not gatekeeping, but really just showing the world that this is possible and that you and anyone else can do the same thing. So that is another reason why I jumped on my Elite Hair Care page today, because a lot of times you get so afraid to kind of like let things out there. And I built my Elite Hair Care page as really my page. I was Elite Hair Care for a very long time. And now I separated the two pages, but I've kind of neglected my Elite Hair Care page, right? So that's the reason why I decided to go live on this page today and, showcase the other side of Crystal that you guys never really get to see, because all you see now is hair care product, hair care product. Now, my YouTube family, you guys can attest to the fact that you guys see everything. If you're not on my YouTube or subscribe to my channels, I highly recommend that you subscribe to our Elite Hair Care page, which is my main go around. That's my main place. And then, of course, Crystal Williams Online, which is my other place. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it because these nails have been irking me for the last day or so. I did Gel X. If you don't know anything about Gel X, I did Gel X for this set, which last time I did Polygel, and I really love the Polygel. But the polygel, when it comes time for you to take it off, it is not the easiest thing. Whereas with Gel X, I can literally like just inch my way and it kind of just come right off. So once I did the Gel X, if you guys can tell, the nails are really thin and I'm an acrylic girl. So I had this idea to do the Gel X, but I'm gonna put a very thin coat of polygel over it, like an overlay, to give it that thickness that I'm wanting. And it also makes the nails more firm in my sense. So I've actually already, I was ready to just go straight into designing and painting this hand. And then I got this concept down and I got this idea in my mind that said, you know what, let's go live. Number one, this launch day for the YouTube Academy. These are the types of videos that you can also do on YouTube and literally build your brand, build yourself. If you are an influencer and you already have a following on another avenue, like social media of any sense, like TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, this Real Academy is going to teach you how to bridge that over and now bring yourself to YouTube. What a lot of people don't know is YouTube actually pays more than any other platform in US real dollars, right? And the reason why I say that is a lot of people get so caught up on TikTok because TikTok, you got to work hard. You got to be doing these battles. You have to like super go viral. When TikTok is paying you pennies on the dollar for every 1,000 views, whereas YouTube can pay you hundreds of dollars per video, per 1,000 views. Like, it really just depends on your channel and what your channel is about and your subscribers, because YouTube pays based on ads, right? Whereas all the other platforms, they're paying based on views, which is why they are paying so little, because they're coming from creator funds. So they're allocating specific dollars to this fund because they want you to do that, because they want advertisers to, like us, to come and say, you know what, I think I'm going to place an ad. Whereas YouTube is built and based on ad spend, where people like these big advertisers and little advertisers, Geico and all these Progressive and all these different ads that you see drop between your videos, that is where their money comes from. So it's not a fund. They're actually bringing in ad revenue and you're getting paid 60% while they take 40%. And this is how people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, literally being on YouTube in monetization dollars. We're not talking about collabs. We're not talking about money that it's bringing to your brand by people purchasing from you. We're not talking about people booking your services based on, them finding you on YouTube. We're talking about just ad spend, which is extra money that's coming from your YouTube channel after it gets monetized. So that is what the YouTube Like a Boss Academy is about. It's going to basically teach you how to do this from point A all the way to point Z. So we have 2 tiers in the YouTube Like a Boss Academy. The first tier is the basic tier. The basic tier is going to teach you how to create a channel, how to literally upload your videos. Like, it's literally walking you through everything from ground zero, finding your niche, to all the way up to uploading your first video and literally editing this video and all these things. Where that tier right now, as of today is the final day of the pre-enrollment special, where that tier is a one-time fee of $99. And that gives you all of your classes, all of your lessons for you to be able to build your YouTube channel, upload your videos, tells you what products or what tools you need to actually do these videos. It's going to teach you how to basically edit that video on your iPhone, which is what I've been doing for years. many years. Like I built my YouTube channel from my iPhone. I didn't have any fancy equipment. I didn't have any of that. I literally just built my YouTube channel from videos that I filmed on my iPhone. So at this point, I'm doing what you call dual streaming. So I'm streaming on 2 different platforms because I have 3 cell phones. So right now I'm on Instagram on Elite Hair Care USA page. I'm also on my other phone on Elite Hair Care USA YouTube channel where I'm live over there. And then this is my actual cell phone that I can talk on. So instead of me, running and investing in a ton of cameras, I like to use my phone because number one, I edit on the go. I'm always on the go. I vlog. I shoot my clients, meaning I film their hair and all these things. And I'm also one of those people where I don't traditionally sit in front of a computer all day. My computer is my phone. So using my iPhone was the easiest way for me to start. And it was the cheapest way for me to start. Some of us don't have $600 to go outside and buy a nice camera, which I have actually invested in a very good camera, which that is also inside the academy, where I'm teaching you your basic tools and also the advanced tools and what tools to get, meaning these are what you really need. Because if you're trying to do this on your own, let's be honest, you're gonna go and you're gonna watch a million videos and a million people are gonna give you a million different points of view. And they're really not gonna give you the wholehearted details from beginning to end of what to really do. So I go as far as even going over the YouTube guidelines in one of the lessons on the YouTube Like a Boss Academy, because people don't know what is okay and what's not okay. People really don't have a clue what it entails to make a thumbnail. What resources can you use to build your thumbnails? Do you have to hire a graphic designer? No. You don't even have to hire somebody to edit your videos. Like editing is so basic for me. I don't do a lot of graphics. I don't do any of that stuff. I literally film my video, cut out what I don't want, speed up what I need to speed up, do a quick voiceover, publish that baby. And that's been working for me for the past 4+ years. And I've been on YouTube over 10 years. So my first 5 to 6 years on YouTube, I didn't even know that monetizing was a thing. I say this all the time. I didn't even know that YouTube was paying people. I used YouTube to build my weight loss brand, which is Ultimate Weight Loss. That brand was making $80,000 a week. By the time I got to the end of that brand, I was making upwards of $80,000 a week. Sometimes it would be less, sometimes it would be more, sometimes it wouldn't even be near that. It just depends on the time. But that business was built from YouTube of me just literally sitting in a dark bedroom, no lighting, a raggedy iPhone. At that time, iPhone's quality was trash. And I literally was just telling people how I lost 23 pounds in a month. And I literally capitalized from that. And I built an entire weight loss brand from just doing YouTube videos, meaning people saw my videos and then they went to my website and they purchased. Now, years later, one day I stumble upon my Google AdSense account. Don't even know how I got over there. And I noticed that I had over $3,000 sitting as this monetary number, just sitting there. And I'm like, well, what is this? And is this real money? Like, I literally babysat this money for almost 2 weeks because I had to figure out, was this real money? And why do I keep seeing this $3,000? Mind you, I had no money at this point because my ultimate weight loss business had to abruptly close down because the FDA pulled those products and people were going to jail for selling them. And I was not going to jail behind it. So, to go from making all of this money to really making your regular paycheck was a shocker for me. Huge. And I already had bad spending habits as it was, because when you are not used to money or making large sums of money in such a fast time, you spend it just that fast. So anyhow, I had to pivot from there and go back into being a hairstylist again, where I was standing behind my chair. I had just opened a 6-chair salon and I had all these bills. And one day, my mate at that time, he was like, hey, you probably need to go back on YouTube. You had such success with it. Why don't you bring hair back onto YouTube? And I'm like, I don't want to do hair on YouTube. Why would I want to do that? I don't even like doing hair outside of YouTube. I really have run away from my calling so many times. Like, I've literally ran away from my calling 3 or 4 times and gave away all my stuff. Like, that's how much I did not want to stand behind that chair. And we are people that do that. We want to run away from our calling and run as fast as we can, not knowing that this is where you need to be and this is where your purpose is. So it took me a long time to really understand that this was my purpose. Anyway, I one day decide that I'm going to record myself cutting my client's hair from past shoulder length to a bob. This video had bad lighting. We were just talking about anything. I literally wasn't even paying attention to the camera. I was just recording myself almost 6 feet away, cutting my client's hair. And that is the video that went viral on YouTube and blew my channel up. One of my worst quality videos, one of my most unorthodox videos, one of the videos that I didn't even care much about. I didn't even do a voiceover. I literally just uploaded the video. And that is the video that went absolutely viral on my channel. And that is the video that ended up building my subscribers overnight, where I went from about 6,000 or maybe 3,000 subscribers to by the next day, I had about 15,000 subscribers from the worst content that I've ever filmed to me, right? So knowing that that is a possibility, going viral is kind of like lottery, but the fact that I was able to do it and I've done it over and over and over again made me understand the value of what I was doing. It also made me understand my purpose. Like, it made me know that I was somebody, that people wanted to see me, that people wanted my knowledge, and that people appreciated my knowledge because, locally, people don't really believe in you locally until people afar start believing in you. So like now that people see my following, my YouTube channel, I have over 500,000 subscribers that I built organically. I have not paid $1. I'm just really getting into influencing, right? I'm just really getting into influencing or hiring influencers and, sending my products to people and that kind of thing. And that's still all new to me because I built this brand so organically by just being myself and really just giving out amazing information to people who want to hear it. Like, that's been my goal. My goal has just been, when I first started Elite Hair Care, I was telling people about other people's brands that they could use to help them with their hair care problems. I didn't even have products yet. And all I did was sit on YouTube at night while I was trying to build one product, which was my Goddess Hair Repair Serum. That is our hero product. That is that is one of my highest selling products to date. None of my products can outsell the Goddess Hair Repair Serum because it is an actual product that works. It is an actual product that I built from the ground up off my back. I literally built this 100% wholeheartedly, and I gave it every ounce of me the day I launched it, and it's never stopped. And then at that time, I was in a room that's smaller than my office right now. My office is a little under 200 square feet, a little under it. My office at that time was probably the smallest bedroom in our home, and it was less than 100 square feet. And I would sit on live at night and I would process my 2, 3, and 4, and 5 orders that I had. And, I'd sit there and to fill in the gaps of me being on live on YouTube, I would answer hair care questions for free. I was sending people to other people's brands that I knew worked, products that I was using. I need to get some lip gloss. Products that I was using, and I was telling people about it, and they would go and, I guess they would tell other people too. And those other people would jump on and ask me questions because someone told them that I was the truth. I was literally giving people, thanks Dad, that's my dad for everybody that don't know on my Instagram, that's my father. I was literally giving people advice on how to take care of their damaged hair, how to take care of their alopecia, which was the biggest thing, how to really navigate through that. And I had no product. But you know what that did? Number one, it built notoriety for me as Crystal. It built my brand. It built Crystal first. Then at that time, my brand was still Elite Hair Care. So with the Goddess Hair Repair Serum, it literally excelled me and it really pushed me out there because I was doing something that no one else wanted to do, which was give information. We as African Americans do not like to give out information that will better someone else because we are so afraid that it is going to tear us down. It is going to take from our vision. It's going to steal from us. That's that slave mentality that we have, right? Don't teach them how to read. That kind of mentality. Anyway, I was giving out information that stylists would not traditionally give, right? And from that, I was able to say one day, I kind of woke up and said, Crystal, you've been afraid to step outside the box and make your own product line. You only want to make this serum because it's safe. It's a safe space. And I'm like, I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars for other brands that are in the retail stores, but I could be doing this for myself. And that is when I set on the journey to literally create my own product line and start creating products that I was using in the salon anyway. And still in a professional grade, not the retail products that you can go and buy or in the store. I wanted my products to be professional grade hair care products that you could use as a retail person. Because most times, the professional product are in the professional stores and it requires a cosmetology license for you to even be able to go in there and purchase it. Well, I wanted my professional products to be available to people like yourself, normal people like you and me who did not have a license, even though I do have a cosmetology license, but you were able to get these high-end, high-quality products and start taking better care of your hair. So when I set out on that journey, I had to actually hire a chemist first because I didn't know anything about shampoo and conditioner. And let me back up a little bit. I actually started out private labeling first. For those of you that don't know what private labeling is basically taking an already made product that is sold in a wholesale factor and you are putting your brand on it, your label on it, your everything, and you are presenting it as your product. There are a lot of retailers in the stores right now that built their brand from private labeling and then they eventually scaled up, right? So I started that way, which is how I now, some people don't know, have my own private labeling company, which is Pro Beauty Wholesale, where I actually offer pre-made high quality products that you are able to private label and build your own brand from. How and why? Because I started that way. And I know that there were people out there who are just like me, who don't have the money to go and pay thousands per product through a chemist to get a product built from the ground up. So when I launched through the private labeling portion of it, and I just went from that ground and I built my brand off of that private labeling, then I got enough money to say, you know what, I'm gonna now start by getting my own shampoo. And at this point is when I hire a chemist and say, okay, I'd like to get a shampoo formulated. Well, that's a couple $1,000s because that becomes your intellectual property. And I approached multiple people that I already knew were in the industry and asked them if they would if they would allow me to purchase their formula and make it a formula or tweak it to myself. And I kept being told, no, that's my intellectual property. No, I can't do that. That's my intellectual property. No, I can't do that. That's my intellectual property. I got told no by people who I had literally been putting thousands of dollars in their pocket already. And I said, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to keep on this journey. I'm not going to stop. I'm still going to keep my products over here. I'm still going to keep my private labeling. But I set out on a absolute determined journey to find my own chemist. And when I found him, I actually found him by contacting a contract manufacturer and telling him what I wanted. And as a kind gesture, he pointed me in the direction of the chemist that I hired. And I ended up starting with one product and I built one product. And then from that one product, I had to start learning what these different raw materials do and how these go together. And I said, okay, well, I actually hated chemistry in school, so I didn't too care for it. I just wanted the product that worked, and I knew that it was working. I got it micro tested. I did all of these things. And then after that product came and I built that product, and now that product has become successful and I start making money from that product, I then take my couple thousands again and I go now and I invest in my conditioner formula. And I kept doing it over and over. Every time one would get successful, now I have two. I got a shampoo and a conditioner now. Now I need a leave-in conditioner. Now I need this. Now I need that. I started one product at a time until eventually I owned all of my formulas, and every single one of them were formulated with my chemistry, my what I want, my what I needed in this product. For my YouTube family, I'm going to answer your questions in just a second. So from that point, I said, you know what? Now all of a sudden, I got so enthused. I was so in love with the chemistry behind hair care products and the raw materials, and understanding that you can put polysorbate 20 to now blend an essential oil with water, because oil and water don't mix, so you need a binder in between the two. I can use polysorbate 20 to do that, but I can also use polysorbate 20 to add foam to my protein so that the protein can spread and you don't use so much. Or how to make my shampoos sulfate free, because I want to make sure that the sulfates that are put out there in the world, these really cheap, ridiculous sulfates, I don't want that in my brand. So I want to be able to make my shampoos all sulfate free. How did I do that? Well, where do I find this? How do I do this? And that is how I got into the realm of starting to purchase raw materials in bulk. That is how I ended up on the scale of saying, now I think I want to become a cosmetic chemist. And then I ended up joining a program and getting my degree in cosmetic chemistry. And I didn't get it because I was going to go out into the workforce. I am the workforce. The workforce is me. I got it because I need to know that I have the knowledge and I have the foundation and I have the backative, and I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm building. So now your girl Crystal, who's also a trichologist, a over 20-year cosmetologist and global educator, meaning I've traveled the world and educated. I've also become an advanced artistic educator and master in hair color. I did all of that. Hair loss practitioner, did all of that, got those diplomas. I now can say, okay, cosmetic chemistry is under my belt too, and I can now build products and formulas for other people. So that is how I got Pro Beauty Wholesale. That is how I was able to build Crystal W Online, where I'm now formulating my own facial products, my own body products, not just your traditional body scrub that you're using your oil and your sugar with. No, we're talking about moisturizers, toners, right? I'm now getting into formulating hair color because, you know, I have hair color. So everything that I use in the salon, I want to be able to make myself. The only thing that I'm not really enthused by is relaxer. I offer relaxers, I have a relaxer, but right now I'm just not enthused by relaxers, by going to say I'm gonna create my own relaxer, because if you notice, the relaxer section is very slim and it's the same manufacturer right there. And I'm just not in the political battle for that right now. That's another day, another time. Not saying it won't happen, but it's just not today. Maybe my daughter will take that up because her goal is to take over Elite Hair Care and bring it global. Perfect. But I said all of that to say this. Had I not gotten on YouTube and literally built a over $4.3 million net brand in over a little under 4 years by just using organic me on YouTube, none of this would be possible. I would not have cosmetic chemistry under my belt. I would not be in trichology. Yes, I've been a cosmetologist since I was 17 years old. I graduated school at 17. I got a $20,000 scholarship and I took it and went to cosmetology school. My mother was pissed, but I did it anyway, and they were paying me to go to school. So I was getting a check every month for $1,000 and something. That is how I was able to go to cosmetology school, because I had so much money left over. I did that. So I did all of these things, not knowing that one day I would be where I am right now, sitting in front of you saying, hey, I saw what YouTube could do for me. I saw how YouTube built my entire brand, and it's still building to this very moment, this very minute, right? So let me now take this gift that I know God gave me. No one could give me this. Only God could give me this. And let me teach it to other people. But people always think that when God gives you something, that it always means you have to give it to someone else for free. And that's not what that means. It just means that you need to take that gift and you sow those seeds for free wherever you see fit. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with profiting from your brilliance. And it took me a long time to understand that it's okay to profit from your brilliance. We didn't go to Harvard and Yale for us to come out here and do pro bono work all day long. How are you going to live? How are you going to eat? How are you going to make the money to now sow these seeds back into other people? Because if you're not making the money, how can you sow a seed to someone else if your seed isn't being watered? So when I thought about that and I said, okay, how can I turn this into a business? That is when I brought life to the $1 Million Biz Academy. And the reason why I called it $1 Million Biz Academy is because I've made $1 million more than once in my lifetime. And I feel that as African Americans, we all can. If you put your mind to it the right way and you learn to be financially responsible the right way, then you definitely can do this too. And do this in real life. Not by chance, not by lottery, by hard work, consistency, and a love for what you're doing. Somebody was asking me something over here. I still haven't even touched my nails because now all of a sudden I'm like, I'm so in there, right? Right? If you don't think it's valuable, no one else will either. Absolutely. And I know that my brain is super valuable. I have so much information in this brain, it's ridiculous. But I never knew how to use it. I was giving information to people just because I like to be nice. And then when you give all of this away to people, not saying giving it away, but when you give so much to people, and then when it's your time to now turn to people and say, hey, can you help me? I'm a little busy today. Catch me next week. That's when you become cold, you become hard, you become unwilling to help. And I refuse to let my heart harden. So I said, you know what? I've given so much of my YouTube knowledge to people. I've given a lot of it away. And people still don't take heed to it. So I said, you know what, let me build a business from it. And that's what I'm teaching in my academy. For my elite membership, those of you who are a part of the elite tier that already registered and you registered at the $129 for your first month and then $99 after, congratulations because you're grandfathered in. But best believe that as of tomorrow, both of the tiers, which is the basic tier and the advanced tier, go back to regular price. Right? And when I say regular price, the regular tier, which is the basic tier, where you get all of your content, creation stuff, that kind of thing, within that tier teaching you how to build your YouTube, that is going to go to $149 instead of $99. The advanced tier, which is the elite tier, where I teach you how to make money on YouTube, how to monetize your channel. I teach you how to build a business from YouTube, just like I've done more than once. I teach you how to get collaborations and partnerships. You get a one-on-one Zoom call with me every single month for 1 hour so that we can go over strategies and figure out how to build your channel and how to get you through whatever problems you're having or whatever issues you're having at that moment while you're in the academy. All of this is included in the elite tier. So those of you who've already joined, congratulations. You have joined at the price that you've joined. But come tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., it's going back to regular price, which is $249 to join and $249 a month. Because there's a lot of information that's being given. This is over 10 years of information that I've learned, that I've implemented, that I've failed, that I've picked up, that I've paid for. I've paid for so much mentoring and wasted a lot of time. But at the same time, I'm not going to waste anyone else's time. I'm giving it all because I know what I've done and I know what I can do, and I've done it more than once. So clearly that means that I've mastered it. All right, always on time. You're ready. It launched this morning. So the basic tier is open right now. So the first month, I want you guys to go through that basic tier where you are building your channel, you're learning to edit, you're learning how to use Canva, you're learning how to do all of these things. You're learning how to post, you're learning how to write your descriptions. A lot of people don't know that your description is also what helps you to get monetized because your description is SEO friendly. You know what people also don't know? And I want you to pay attention. When you go to search for something on Google, and let's say you go to search how to cook orange chicken. Instead of you getting a written recipe, what comes up first on Google? Instead of you getting the written recipe first, what comes up first? I want somebody to type it in the chat. Whenever you go on Google and you search how to do something, or you search a question, or you search something else, what is the first thing that pops up on Google? In the meantime, while you guys are doing that, thank you, Queen Raises Kings video. You know why? Because Google owns YouTube. So the first thing that you're going to see is YouTube videos. Hence, when someone goes and searches how to fix my damaged hair, or how to fix damaged hair, or alopecia, or how to put this in, or alopecia weaving style, guess whose videos come up first? Because I've mastered my descriptions, I've mastered my titles. I know how to make them SEO friendly by literally utilizing the right resources. I don't sit here and bust my brain. I learned how to do it, and now I'm teaching you how to do it. What caused you to name your product and your salon Elite? Because I always knew that I wanted to be in the upper echelon. I'm one of them people where I wanted to be at the highest of the highest. I wanted to be the Queen of England. I want to be up there, and I only want to associate with those kinds of people. So by that being said, I wanted to make sure that my name embodied that. And everything that you're going to get from me is elite. Period. What is the pH level of your products? Well, each product has different pHs that are acceptable. Our shampoos are between 4.5 and 5.5. Hopefully that answers your question. But not all hair care products need to be between 4.5 and 5.5. Some of them, the pH cannot be that low, like the curl defining gel. The pH cannot be between 4.5 and 5.5, or it won't be a gel. It has to be upper in the nines for it to actually be a gel. So that's something that you learn in cosmetic chemistry. That's something that you learn when you start building and formulating your own products. So that's why I said it really just depends on the type of product. But shampoos, traditionally 4.5 to 5.5. 6 probably be with the highest. Body care products typically we try to keep them around 4.5 to 5. So like my Crystal W brand, our body care products, we try to make sure that they maintain that pH level because the skin is more sensitive. You know, you motivate me to continue remaining positive. Absolutely, remain positive. Being negative is too easy. I've been watching you for a long time, and I'm so proud of you and what you stand for. Thank you. Thank you. You're such a blessing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, you guys. Have you thought about branching for organic products for animal care? Almost no, not really, but you do know that traditionally animal care products are made from human care products. They're just a tapered down version. They're more basic. They don't contain as many raw materials because most animals don't need that. So you can actually do that on your own by literally reverse engineering your own product, which I've done that many times too. How do you stay motivated? Knowing that I can wake up this morning and lay in my bed and look at the TV and say, you know, I think I'm going to work from home today. And I'm thankful for that. I thank God for that every single day. When I do my devotion, the first thing I say is thank you. And I tell God, I'm thank you and I'm grateful. Because at the end of the day, I have the ability to do what I want, when I want, where I want, from where I want. I'm thankful for that. To know that, yes, these days do come, some days with depression, some days it comes with sadness, some days it comes with uncertainty, some days it comes with second guessing, some days it comes with I don't want to do anything because I'm just so down and I'm not in the mood, I don't want to deal with it. It comes with that. There's never going to be a perfect moment. But at the same time, to know that I can get up today and make my schedule, depict what I'm going to do today and how successful I want to be today is the motivation. That's all I need. To also know that my children can be provided for in the fashion that I see is acceptable for them and not have to say, well, okay, I'm not going to pay the car note because I got to go get her some shoes tomorrow. That is the most amazing feeling ever. That is the most amazing feeling ever. And I prayed and prayed and I still pray and I still pray and I still fall short, but I still pray and I 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 ask God, please don't ever take these days away from me because I am grateful for them and I don't take them for granted. And if you don't work, you don't eat. So I get up every day and I make sure that I'm doing some form of work. Can I sign up for both classes? So Lizzie, you don't actually need to sign up for both classes. The elite tier actually includes the basic tier. So the elite tier is going to include everything from basic anyway, plus the elite tier includes email templates for you to be able to utilize to get to collaborations and partnerships. It includes the templates for you to be able to ask people to become influencers for your products. I'm reading my board because it's all in front of me here. It includes how to advance edit on the computer. It includes how to schedule your one-on-one Zoom with me every month. It includes how to use YouTube to build your business. It includes how to monetize your YouTube channel, what the requirements are, strategies to help you monetize. This is all in the elite tier, you guys. It includes all of our digital products. So the YouTube content planner, which is also your video content planner, your social media content planners. What's another one? Canva crash course teaches you how to use Canva. Your Chat GPT crash course teaches you how to use that resource to make your life so much easier and make your YouTube video building, business building even easier. It includes how to read your stats and measure your subscribers, how to build a business from YouTube if you don't have a business, how to leverage your current following and build it on YouTube. It teaches you that. That is all the things that I'm teaching in my academy. And the good thing is the academy is learn at your own pace. So it's not live classes that you have to sit and watch. No, if you want to watch your class or your lessons at 3 a.m., at 6 p.m., at 2 p.m., and come back at 1 p.m., that's your choice because it is at your own pace. Every lesson is at your pace. You have access to each lesson and you watch them when you are ready. That is how it works. Because I know not everybody is at the same place. Everybody's not at the same starting point. So that is the reason why I built it as a train at your own pace academy, rather than it being live classes all the time. Now, I will have a live YouTube crash course, meaning a crash training, come next year, January or February, for those of you that want to be in a live class with me, where I also teach you the basic tier from beginning to end in that class. That class is a couple hours. But you will be able to ask questions live. You'll be able to really pick my brain. We'll have Q&A sessions, breakout sessions, all of that stuff during that training. Best believe that training is going to be over there because it's a couple hours of training. But for those of you that want to be able to work at your own pace, I would highly recommend, if you are a business owner, if you are aspiring to be a business owner, if you are an influencer who has a following on another platform, but you know that you want to start leveraging YouTube, I advise you to all join the elite tier, where you're going to get the basic tier automatically. That's included. And then you're also going to get the business building, the Zoom call with me every month for an hour, how to scale your channel to be in $1 million channel, how to cross promote, how to build your business from YouTube, how to build your YouTube to make it work for you so that you can start making money from your YouTube and monetize it, how to do all these different things. Like the basic tier really just gets you started, and it gets you from point zero, where you don't even have a YouTube channel, all the way up to you posting your first video and creating that description and that title so that when you do get to monetization, you've already done the work from the beginning. So now it's really just okay, I'm in the monetizing program. And people don't understand, the monetizing is not about a video you do today, like how it is on TikTok and all those places where you got to be live and you're doing these battles. And come on, guys, and all. That is not how it works on YouTube, honey. I still have a video that I posted 4 years ago that has over 14 million views that I still get paid for right now. All of my videos that are on my channel, I get paid for right now. That's how YouTube works. It doesn't matter if I posted that video 20 years ago. As long as I'm a monetized channel, if someone watches that video and that video places ads, it is going to then bring me revenue. That's how it works. So you don't have to be so concerned, oh, I got to do a battle today. Oh man, I got to post some content right now. No, I'm still making money on old content. Content that's 4 or 5 years ago, a year ago, 3 days ago, yesterday, right now. That's how YouTube works. Child, I had to block certain people. It's fine. Freedom is the key. I'm so grateful. Absolutely. Have you thought of starting a physical cosmetology school? No. No, no, no. Maria says, stop capping. Well, if you call it cap, then call it what you want. I could care less. I have nothing to lie about. I'm living proof of what I've done. Living proof. Like, I love what I do. I'm a chiropractor and not too concerned about monetizing, but trying to figure out how to educate folks in them and have them in the physical office. Would the elite class help me? So, Marilyn, absolutely. The monetization comes automatically. Here's where, Marilyn, this would work for you. So, there's a doctor that I watch called DC Foot Doctor. He's a podiatrist in Washington, DC. I literally watch this man scrape people's calluses all day. It's so amazing to me. It's so entertaining to me. But really what that has done is, yes, it created a second stream of income for him because he's posting his videos and educating about the different things that happen in podiatry and the different funguses and so many other things that happen to the feet, taking care of your elderly parents' feet, why we should wear socks. He's teaching us that, right? But at the same time, guess what it has done? I am now an avid viewer, and I who live in Florida, if I ever have a issue where I have some unknown fungal problem or I'm in DC, I'm going to go to him. So it's one hand wash the other, wash the face. It's literally giving you monetization on the back end because he's making money from his YouTube. That money that he makes from his YouTube, while I'm sure he doesn't need it, it's covering all these other things. It could be paying for his practice, meaning his YouTube check pays his practice bills. So all of his practice money is now his money, right? So never say you're not interested in monetizing because everything is about monetizing. Whether it be your practice you're making the money from by getting people in there and teaching people that you know what you're talking about. And if they're located in this area or near this area, they need to come and see you and schedule an appointment with you. Or it can also open the door for you to create a telehealth practice. Never ever tell yourself that you're not interested in something because later on it can become of interest. Just that fast, you can now create a telehealth practice where you are able to help people virtually who might not need to physically come in and do something physically, but they might want you to consult or create a consulting business where you can now tell them what to do or where to go or who to talk to or how to do this. That is what YouTube can do. And also build your expertise for people who locally are in your area looking for you. That is what it can do. So definitely, I would say yes. If you are a business owner, you automatically need to be in the advanced tier, the elite tier. Because at this point, you need to learn how to build your business on YouTube and from YouTube. You need to do both. Okay? So yes, that if that answers your question, because I know I'm long-winded, I can really go in there and give it to you. I can give you an answer. So, you know, that is definitely one of those places where I don't care if you sell fidget spinners. Do you know that you can sit on YouTube and showcase to people how you work a fidget spinner, how you make a fidget spinner, how you process your orders? And now you've built a community of people who trust you and say, I like one of your fidget spinners. It's better than the one that's only $1 at the 7-Eleven. Yours are $5, but she actually talks to me about it and tells me about it, and hers seems to be miraculously amazing. So I'd rather go give her my extra $4. That's how it works. So I want everybody to get into the mindset that building a business doesn't have to be because you are on, oh, I already got a business, I'm ready. No, you don't even have to have a business. You might have a hobby. Like I have a hobby right now doing my nails, right? Let me one day wake up and say, I'm going on YouTube and saying, hey, I'm now taking appointments for Gel X services. And anybody who's watched me locally or within reach of me is going to book an appointment. because I just literally showcase that I know what I'm doing. And I've built a community of people who trust me and love what I'm doing, and they become fans. And now when I have a fan base or a tribe, these people now will vouch for me. They will feel okay with monetizing me or literally paying me to do whatever it is that I have shown is an expertise of mine. That's how it works. YouTube is a place where you can do the dumbest things and become a millionaire, a thousandaire, a hundredaire, whatever you want it to be. And it's also a place where you can literally showcase your talents that had no dollar value to you, but became a dollar value to you because you literally built it. If you build it, they will come. Like, let's remember these things. All right. Okay, I'm done. Let's go ahead and get these nails going. So I'm gonna tilt you guys down. Listen, you can showcase whatever you want on YouTube. Like I tell people this all the time. You can showcase, there's people on there that I watch that pluck dog hair out of the ears of a dog. And I absolutely love their channel. I sit there and I'm just amazed. Oh, I love it. No different from those of you that like to watch Be Love Life smack that seafood. Is that a skill? It's not. She smacks seafood and makes noises. But guess what? You watch her and she is a millionaire because of it. Mr. Beast, he literally does skits about who can keep their hand on a car the longest. And you sit there and you watch it and he makes over 6 figures a month. It's not really a skill. He didn't really do anything. He just put up a challenge. That's how it works. So let's get to it. All right, so I've already done this hand, but like I said, I'm gonna be trying out the Gel X technique on this hand. So I'm gonna really just be using some clear poly gel as a top coat on this hand. And because I've fallen so in love with it and I've watched a billion YouTube videos to understand how to do this, I literally have kind of like built myself to becoming my own nail tech and saving myself hundreds of dollars every single week / month. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I do it because I need to get it done. So I have my drill. I have everything that is needed to do this. Da-na-na. Oh, let's see here. Poly gel. All right, so I got my poly gel brush. I got my e-file. I got my drill bits. I have my UV lamp. I have the bigger UV lamp. I know if you guys are asking any questions on there, unfortunately, I can't look right now because I am about to start doing my nails. So this is what you call a UV protectant glove. So I'm gonna put this on this hand. Now remember, I am right-handed, so you're gonna see me kind of working kind of flicked because I'm doing my right hand with my left hand. I'm not left-handed and I'm not multi-handed either, so y'all get it. Let me get the nail dehydrator and then also the base coat because I'll be doing poly gel. Which one is this? That's not clear. That's not clear. Is this clear? No, that's limestone glue. It's like pink. Okay, so these nails were put on Sunday, but I had already buffed them and everything. So I am going to go ahead and just kind of rough sand them because in order to apply polygel, you really technically need to have that, for it to adhere, it needs to be a little rougher. So I'm just gonna rough sand them really quickly. Oh, hold on. So this is a fan to help inhale get the dust. Keep in mind, you guys, like I said, I'm using my left hand, and I am flicked as heck with my left hand. But I'm really just creating an environment for my polygel to adhere. That's all. And I have my drill down low, because I'm only just kind of roughing up the surface. This one I'm going to have to go back and clean up my cuticle. This one too. Because I have some lifting. And because they call this the cheating way of doing polygel, because I'm going to use my Gel X tips and put that clear layer on it. Like, I literally became obsessed with doing my own nails. So I have like a whole nail salon in here. All right, I'm gonna change my drill bit because I need to actually remove some of this tip that I have. So I'm gonna use a coarse bit. Is this one? Well, this one's more like a medium. Now you got to be careful when you're doing this, you guys. If you're not, if your fingers are not like steady enough, then I wouldn't recommend you do this. But I've kind of gotten into it, so. Because I know I'm going to put the polygel, next time I'm not going to put my Gel X nails too close to the cuticle because I know I'm going to put polygel there. This is a learning thing for me, so. Let me see if any other ones are lifting like that. Oh, just a reminder, you guys, today is the final day of our $10 hair care sale, where all of our Elite hair care products and Crystal W products are $10. No code is needed. So if you're new here, definitely go check it out on Elite Hair Care USA and Crystal W online. Okay. I don't even know what a 5-in-1 bit is. See, you talking to somebody that don't know nothing about that. All right. So I tell people this all the time. If y'all don't hear me, hear me. I'm not a nail tech. I just know how to do my own thing for myself before anybody else. So I don't want anybody to sit here and think, oh my gosh, she's doing this wrong. I'm doing it for me. Just making sure I don't have any residue inside here. All right, so I like to use the 91% alcohol with polygel. I mean, I have the slip solution too, but the alcohol works great for me. And then I have like a little towel that I put here. And then I have my little UV lamp here. And then I have my base coat. And then I have some primer too, so I'm gonna use that too. All right, so I'm gonna put on some nail dehydrator for anywhere that I might have exposed my cuticle. Or to expose my nail bed, which right is at the base, but just in case, because remember, naturally, your body's gonna release any oils, so you wanna make sure that you don't have any. Now I'm only doing a really thin coat of clear, like super thin, only because I want to build the base, and I'm gonna see if this actually works for what I want. So this is something that I'm doing that's kind of like an experiment. This is brand new. It's not even kind of like an experiment. It is an experiment because I've never actually done this, so. My UV lamp. All right, so because I'm doing one nail at a time, I'm gonna just do my base coat one nail at a time. So I'm gonna start with my thumb. Okay. I'll put on my base coat. I don't like that one. I think I'll just use my big, well, I can use this one. It's fine. So this is just my individual finger lamp. Help cure my base coat, which is gonna be sticky, so. Anybody that knows, I'm still very new at this, so. All right. So I'm gonna close this because I'm prone to always dropping or losing something. All right, so I'm using the clear polygel, which, like I said, I'm gonna do a very thin coat. And then the 91% alcohol. Yeah, I don't know. It's too dry. I wonder, where did my cousin get this polygel from? Because this thing is weird. Hers is weird. It's like sticky. It shouldn't be that sticky, especially if I'm using alcohol. Let's try this again, because I might end up having to take this one off. Yeah, I think hers is old. My cousin gave me this polygel that I'm using, and I think hers is super old because there's no reason why this should be sticking. We're gonna have to do this one again. I'm gonna take this one off. I'm gonna have to use my new one. Hers is weird. She gave this to me, but clearly, that baby is a no-no. Let me get my new clear. Clear. All right, here's a better one. This one is brand new. All right, so I'm gonna have to do my base coat again. And I think this time I'm gonna stick it under my big lamp. All right, let me stick it under this one. That little one clearly probably is a problem too. That could be the problem. Good morning. All right, let's try this again. This one look white. Still picked up the wrong one, y'all. Hold on. This one is white. Here's the clear. Now we got clear. Yeah, much better. Because the other one was just sticking to my brush. And it shouldn't be. So all I'm doing is a very thin coat of clear just to kind of build up the base of this. Keep in mind, this is a full coverage nail, so I can't really go too thick with this anyway. And I like polygel because polygel is like self-leveling. I don't know how to do acrylic yet. I'm gonna do acrylic one day, but I'm not there yet. That's the only hard part. When you are not dominant with this hand, I feel like I am doing a foreign language trying to do this with this hand. I'm literally speaking Dutch. Hold on, y'all. So you guys see how it's just like it slides itself down. Hey Siri. WhatsApp call Grace.
Calling Grace Jamaica with WhatsApp.
Hey, you on the live? I'm watching. I'm blocked. I'm blocked. How? I don't know. Oh Lord. Let me go on there. Okay. Oh, Grace. Damn it. This hand takes me the longest. I've seen people talk about they take it takes them 2-3 days to do their polygel. I'm like, no. I cannot go 2-3 days. I cannot do this. All right. And cure that one. Ow. No. All right, I'm letting it cure. And then you guys will be able to see what I mean when I say it gives it a thicker base. So now it has that more that acrylic look / feel. So it's thicker, everything. Yet it's just polygel in a nail form. Not a nail form, a Gel X form or Gel X nail. See? All right. I like the way it actually looks. I actually really do like the clear over this. This is actually really good for what I'm trying to do. Hold on, you guys. Thank you. All right, for my IG family, I'm gonna let you guys go because your girl is over here working. Bye-bye. I ain't posting that over there. Did you see what I said? Did you see? I said send me a picture of the page. Whichever one, I don't know. I have to go back and look for the page again. The one that you are using when you're on there moderating. Send me a screenshot of the picture and the name. coming, you guys. good. All right, y'all. I gotta go. This gonna take a little longer than it needs to, so I'll talk to everybody later, okay? Bye.